I gave you my heart.
Hello, my Geminis. This is Alyssa with Twin Cup Tarot, and this is going to be a March forecast for the sign of Gemini. But as usual, keep in mind that energy is fluid, time is an illusion, rules can be reversed, and this may not be your story. And that's okay. There's so many amazing readers out there. One of them will resonate with you. Let's get right into it. Okay, Gemini, so when I tapped into your energy, the first thing that came to mind was stubbing your toe. Okay, I think you would all agree with me when I say that stubbing your toe, it flippin' sucks. You know, you're walking across the room, minding your own damn business, and then you just hit that end table just right or just wrong, depending on how you look at it. And then the pain is just awful. It's one of those things you breathe through, and then you just kind of freeze up, you tense up until it passes, okay? You pretty much just have to let it pass. And it's one of those things that you'd almost rather injure yourself than stub your toe, okay? We all can relate with that. And I also got the image of a Charlie horse. Same thing, you know, especially in places like your calf, you know, having it cramp up, seize up, and have a Charlie horse there. It's one of those things you breathe through. You try to stretch out that toe just to relieve the pain, but really you're just breathing through it. And that's kind of the energy that I get for March. There's no real damage done, there's no real injury, but there's definitely this sense of discomfort. I don't want to use the word pain, but this sense of discomfort or annoyance or just kind of annoyance, stress that you just have to breathe through. That's the advice I'm hearing as well. Just breathe through it. No real damage is being done. It's gonna be okay. But next time, maybe wear some house slippers. You know, that kind of thing. All right, Gemini, that was interesting. Let's get some cards here. Gemini, a talker as usual. I'm a Gemini myself, so I have no room to talk on that one. All right, anyway. Okay, Gemini. Okay, so immediately what I'm feeling for March is I'm getting a couple different things. This specific part that I'm getting, it's not going to apply to all of you guys. I can't help it. Whenever I see the Three of Cups, it could be celebration, could be happiness, could be a group of friends, but sometimes I get third-party situation. So, or many times I get that when I see those cards specifically. I don't know why, that card specifically. So for some of you, you might have been in a third-party situation, but that's a very, very small group of you, if any. But what I'm getting is there was this time, this connection with maybe a few different people or a couple different people where it was very lively, it was happy, it worked. There goes my cats. You know, you guys were really enjoying yourselves, things were cohesive, and then it just kind of ended, okay? And there was some conflict, gosh, my throat chakra. Mercury retrograde. Oh my gosh. Okay, Mercury retrograde. Okay, Mercury retrograde. What else can I say? So, you know, I'm seeing instability. I'm basically seeing, you know, not being able to get away with anything. Okay, so a lot of you might notice that your mistakes are kind of broadcasted. It's almost like there's a lot of eyes on you, Gemini. A lot of people watching you, you know, waiting for you to mess up, which is interesting. That's not a very comfortable environment for sure. And a lot of you are going, that's a bunch of crap. You know, that sucks. Why are all these people paying attention to me? Why are they pointing out my mistakes? You know, this is awful. You feel like people aren't showing you empathy or care. You might feel like people are being dishonest with you, okay? So that's that kind of falls in line with that whole stubbing your toe thing. It sucks. It's painful. There's technically no real damage done. Jeez, my cats are just going crazy. Maybe that's the energy. I don't know. Maybe that's the energy that Gemini's going to have, is there's going to be a flurry of activity around you and you're going to have a hard time keeping up. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue. So with this stub toe energy, I'm basically getting, no real damage, but it's painful as hell. It sucks. It's uncomfortable, but you just got to breathe through it. You will get through it. Breathe through it. And for a lot of you, with these swords in reverse, it might be actually advising that you communicate less. Okay? I'm not saying ignore people or give them the cold shoulder, but maybe stick to the minimum words needed to get your point across. Really just take some time to not be as vocal. And I'm a Gemini myself, so I understand how difficult that is to contain what you want to say. Okay, it basically feels like when you try to hold back what you want to say, it feels like a volcano that is holding back an eruption. It's an uncomfortable feeling, okay? But with how much of a throat chakra issue I'm having with this pile, I think it's saying if you want to avoid misunderstandings, people taking your words in a way that you didn't, pretty much misinterpreting your words, but also using your words against you or manipulating your words, basically flipping them around on you or putting meaning to your words that weren't actually there, that kind of thing. If you want others to have less ammo in regards to that, just use less words to communicate your point. Be straight to the point, blunt. Oh my goodness, guys. Such an issue with the throat chakra in this pile. So I'm just getting it more and more. This is a month that you might want to keep to yourself a bit when it comes to communicating verbally, for sure. With this King of Cups, the first thought I got was, even though this is time for you to kind of stand back, be a little quieter, don't become apathetic, okay? Don't let yourself become a little bitter because you aren't able to say the things you want to say right now. Still, show others empathy, still care for others, be there for others, show love to others. But you don't really have to use words to do that, Gemini. It could be as simple as giving them a gift, buying them some coffee, giving them a hug, letting them talk, letting them vent to you, just being that ear. Sometimes that is the best way you can show love to somebody, okay? So with that and the moon in reverse, I'm seeing that a lot of things that were kept hidden before are just going to start revealing themselves. For some of you, some of you might have some secrets. I'm not even saying it's your secret. It could be secrets of friends, coworkers, family, your significant other, but you might find in March that because you're just having a hard time expressing yourself appropriately, you might be spilling some secrets. And it's not intentional, okay? It's just, it spills out. It just pours out of your mouth like water, and you can't take it back, okay? One of the best analogies I've ever heard in terms of the spoken word is take a tube of toothpaste, squeeze it till some of the toothpaste comes out. Now try to put that toothpaste back. You can't. Think of words in the same way, okay? Especially with something like this, okay? It's that kind of concept. This is definitely the month to keep to yourself so that you don't spill those secrets, because that can cause a lot of conflict. It could cause some upset with the people close to you if you share one of their secrets. It could cause some drama. For sure. So I'm basically seeing, with this Eight of Pentacles and this King of Pentacles in reverse, I'm getting a couple different messages here. For some of you, it's about keeping your head down in March and just working on your own thing, doing your own thing. Don't be involved in group activities, okay? This is about, you know, working on your own endeavors at this time. Okay, for some of you. For some of you, this is saying, just take some time to relax, just enjoy yourself, don't really communicate with others, and don't worry about putting in too much work at this time, because honestly, you're not going to get much momentum. Now, I know that's kind of a conflicting and confusing message, but I'm getting two different major stories here. So in terms of which one or which advice you should utilize, take which one feels right to you, because you know better than anybody else what is right for you, okay? And as I always say with tarot cards, it's not necessarily about showing you something new. It's about confirming what you already suspect, or confirming what your subconscious or your soul already knows. So just keep that in mind. Okay, once again, so we have 8 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, and 5 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? What that's immediately saying to me is you're going to have lots of people communicating with you. Oh my goodness. You may have people coming out of the woodwork here. I'm getting the feeling that people you haven't heard from in a long time are just going to be messaging you, calling you, sending you text messages or IMs, either way, and you're not going to be in the mood to receive a lot of that, okay? Just because of the mindset you're in and not being able to communicate in the way that you want to. So this is basically advising that you keep your communication to yourself. But, with that, don't blow off anybody you care about. Okay, Gemini, don't leave those people out in the cold. And the best way that you can do that is simply say, hey, love you long time. You're important to me, but I'm going through a little something. I'm up in my head. I just need some time. I'm sorry that's happening, but I can't really, give you advice at this time. But that being said, there's no reason you can't be an ear for them. Let them vent. Just make it clear that you really can't do a lot of advising. You can't really do a lot of conversing back and forth. It's just going to be about, perking up that listening ear and keeping the mouth shut at this time. Oh, I'm not going to lie to you, Gemini. I am not a fan of this message, being a Gemini myself. I do not want to have to try to keep myself quiet in March. But that is the advice. So, take what resonates with you, chuck the rest in the fuck it bucket, as they say. Okay, so that was actually a direct quote from Rich Lopp. For those of you who don't know who Rich Lopp is, he is an incredible tarot reader. Definitely check him out. He is amazing. I definitely recommend everyone to go watch his stuff. He has incredible videos on manifestation in particular. But yeah, definitely check him out. So I just got some extra messages here. Okay. So with this, Gemini, with this 3 of Wands in reverse and 2 of Cups next to the Queen of Wands and the 4 of Wands, I'm basically seeing that a lot of you in March, because of this conflict, this frustration, a lot of you are giving up hope that your ships are going to come in. And for many of you, that has to do with your soulmate. A lot of you are starting to, in March, kind of grab onto this mentality of, I'm never going to find my person. I'm never going to be able to settle down and find my true love. The soulmate's never going to walk into my life. I'm never going to have the passion I want. I'm never going to be able to make the commitment and start a family. There's definitely that. It's definitely negative self-talk here, kind of holding yourself back in March. That's not a good mindset, Gemini. With this King of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Swords, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups, I'm pretty much seeing that you're going to feel unbalanced. You're going to feel unstable. And for those of you who don't hold back your words, your tongue might be sharper than a knife. Okay, and that might be part of the reason that you want to keep to yourself in March, is the words that you say, especially when you're feeling emotional, might come out pretty harsh. Okay, so once again, with this Four of Pentacles, I think it's advising you to keep those words to yourself. Really think very hard before you speak, and it also, with this Ace of Cups in reverse, even though I don't recommend you guys get apathetic and that you guys still show empathy and care and love towards others, I'm seeing this is not the right time to extend romantic emotions towards somebody, or to extend your kind of emotional energy towards something new. Okay, so in March, if you have someone approach you who wants to basically start something romantic, or you've been considering someone and you get this opportunity, this is not the right time for you to accept or extend that offer. And it's mostly because of this mindset you're in. Okay? I would say that if this is true for you, if you resonate with this and that's your mindset, it's important that you take this time to really reevaluate, nurture, and heal, the pain, the wounds within yourself, the conflict within yourself. And for some of you, that's going to be, well, I was going to say getting out into nature, but really I think it's just about relaxing, try to quiet your mind, do the things that you love, do the things you feel passionate about. And that's really, really going to help. Really start practicing positive self-talk. That's one great way to start moving towards a mindset of self-love and self-worth. And that's why I think that a lot of you need to hold back on extending this offer. I wouldn't say no to these people. I would just say, I have a lot going on right now, but how about we revisit this in about a month or in a couple weeks, or I have a lot going on, but I really like you. So, just give me a little bit of time. I have some stuff I have to work through, but I will call you. But try to make it genuine. Don't make it's not you, it's me, that kind of stuff. Don't go down that route because they're going to think you're blowing them off. But I would say try to delay some of this during this time period until you can really work through the things that are holding you back. All right, Gemini, that was interesting for sure. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment down below and let me know if this resonates with you. I love you guys so much, and have a wonderful day. Bye.